wanting to be perfect. It's so relevant, and it's not one that ever goes away, but we find different tools. And I find that if I am so filled with the intention of the music and the emotion of the piece that's happening in that moment, then I have no room left for the negative thoughts. So let's give that a try, because I think one of the things that happens when there's a piece, and especially when there's a traumatic story attached to the piece, is that it's hard to separate the layers. So part of playing is to hear it as if you're playing it for the first time. You use the different acoustics, the different instrument, the different response you get from the touch of this particular instrument to reset everything. And then just to feel the contact with the piano is another way to change the focus from memory to what is possible. Tell me about the opening. What's the mood?
So, Scherzo is playful, and so I don't want the anger to be real, it's not Beethoven or something angsty, but I think of sort of vaudevillian, you know that it's going to resolve and be well, so there's that playfulness to it, but still it should be sharp. So that's how I was thinking about the beginning.
I always thought of this as more like a demonic playfulness.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't know that it was going to resolve. When I hear, I don't know why he called it a scherzo, because it's almost like a joke, like an ironic, sarcastic joke. And I think that part of the spookiness in the opening comes from the rests, because we just don't know what's going on. The scariest thing is the unknown. So dum dum dum. And I think that because you wanted to resolve well, kind of just tend to take us through that. It's okay, kids, let's go on to the next thing. But I think we should be scared. And I think that on the mood meter, we should be quite to that side of the unpleasant feeling, but very high in energy. Okay. So intense that you're just sitting there and you're almost paralyzed in the silence. So I think that, going back to the pulse, right, where you're curating time for us, can you count out loud right now as you're playing? Down, 2, 3, 4. And the 4, that 4 is the upbeat, so that's the prep to your big sword slash. Bah! And then, that's like a scream. And the scream happens better if we have to wait.
Got it. Okay. Counting out loud?
You're counting the bars. So first bar.